Climbing stairs without losing your breath. Why one flight of stairs is a hidden fitness test. At 70, walking up a flight of stairs might not seem like much. It's not glamorous. No one's giving you a medal for making it to the second floor. But guess what? If you can climb stairs without gasping for air, or holding on to the railing for dear life, you're already ahead of the game. Let that sink in for a second. Because this seemingly ordinary act is actually a powerful indicator of health, independence, and longevity. A simple action, a massive win. Think about the last time you had to climb stairs. Maybe the elevator was out. Maybe your bedroom is upstairs. Or maybe you just wanted to grab something from the attic. Did you move with ease, or did you feel winded halfway up? If you made it to the top without needing a break, you passed a test that many people your age quietly fail. According to the American Heart Association, by the time you hit your 70s, your aerobic capacity, the ability of your heart and lungs to supply oxygen during physical activity, can decline by as much as 40% compared to your 30s. That's not a typo, 40%. But here's the good news. It's not inevitable. And stair climbing is one of the best natural ways to keep your cardiovascular system sharp. No gym membership, no treadmill, no fancy equipment required. The science behind the steps. In a European study, researchers asked people over 60 to climb 3 flights of stairs in under 90 seconds. This wasn't a torture test. It was science. The result? Those who completed the task were significantly less likely to experience major heart problems in the next decade. Why? Because climbing stairs demands a lot. Your heart needs to pump harder. Your lungs have to deliver oxygen efficiently. Your legs and core muscles must activate in sync. Your balance and coordination are constantly at work. It's a whole body exercise, disguised as an everyday task. A real-life scenario. Picture this. You're visiting a friend in a third-floor apartment. The elevator's out of service. Do you stay downstairs and text them, "Come get me"? Or do you laugh it off, say, "Guess I'm getting my steps in today," and head up confidently? If you chose the second, congratulations. You're not just aging well, you're thriving. These moments might not seem like much, but they say everything about your health. The ability to climb stairs without needing to stop or hold your chest in exhaustion shows that your body is still capable, mobile, and strong. What you can do to keep it going. If stairs are still your friend, amazing. Keep it up. But if you find them getting harder lately, don't panic. You can rebuild your strength. Here are a few simple ways to stay stair ready. Step-ups at home using a sturdy step or stair. Brisk walking 15 to 20 minutes a day. Wall sits to strengthen your legs. Breathing exercises to improve oxygen efficiency. Strength training twice a week, body weight or light weights. And remember, progress doesn't mean sprinting up 5 floors. It means choosing stairs over the elevator, one step at a time. Why this matters more than you think. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among older adults in the U.S., according to the CDC. Weak legs, poor balance, and breathlessness are key risk factors. But if you're still confidently taking the stairs, you're pushing back against all of that. It's about freedom, to move how and where you want. It's about independence, not needing help for basic mobility. And it's about dignity, being in charge of your body, your space, your life. So the next time you take the stairs, skip the elevator on purpose. Put one foot in front of the other. And when you reach the top, smile. Because that, my friend, is your personal victory lap. Remembering what you had for lunch yesterday. Memory is a muscle, and yours is still strong. At first glance, remembering what you ate for lunch yesterday doesn't seem like a big deal. Who cares if it was a tuna sandwich, a salad, or leftover chicken? But when you step back and look closer, this small detail actually says a lot about the sharpness of your mind. At 70, memory becomes more than just a way to recall facts. It is a window into your cognitive health, your connection to the world around you, and your ability to keep living fully. Why this simple recall matters. According to the Alzheimer's Association, about 1 in 9 adults over the age of 65 experiences some form of memory impairment. That's roughly 11% of older Americans. For some, it starts with forgetting names, appointments, or everyday details like meals. If you're able to answer the question, "What did you eat yesterday?" without hesitation, it's not trivial. It's a sign your brain is still firing on all cylinders. It shows that your short-term memory, attention, and recall skills are intact. Think of memory like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And each time you recall a detail, even something as ordinary as yesterday's lunch, you're exercising that muscle, keeping it active and resilient. A family dinner example. Picture this. You're sitting around the dinner table with your children and grandchildren. Someone asks, "Grandma, what did you eat for lunch yesterday?" Without skipping a beat, you reply, "I had a big salad with grilled chicken and a slice of apple pie. It was delicious." That moment is more than just an answer. It's a connection. By remembering and sharing, you're showing your loved ones that your mind is alert, that you're present, and that you still take joy in the simple details of life. These little conversations become threads that strengthen family bonds. What science tells us. Researchers consistently find that keeping the brain engaged through daily habits helps preserve memory. Activities like reading, solving puzzles, learning new skills, or even having lively conversations keep your neurons firing. Pair that with a diet rich in brain-friendly foods, berries, leafy greens, nuts, and omega-3 rich fish, and you give your memory the nutrition it needs. In fact, a large study known as the Mind Diet Study showed that older adults who ate a diet high in these brain-supporting foods reduced their risk of Alzheimer's disease by as much as 53%. The connection between diet, lifestyle, and cognitive health is stronger than ever. Practical ways to keep memory strong. If you want to keep recalling those everyday details with ease, here are some simple steps. Stay socially engaged. Talking with others stimulates memory. Keep a journal and write down your meals, thoughts, or funny daily moments. Read regularly, whether it's novels, newspapers, or magazines. Try brain games like crosswords, Sudoku, or memory card games. Prioritize sleep, since the brain consolidates memories during rest. The key is consistency. Just as you wouldn't expect to build muscle by going to the gym once a month, you won't strengthen your memory without daily practice. More than just remembering. Memory is not just about storing information, it's about identity. When you remember what you had for lunch yesterday, you're also remembering where you were, who you were with, and maybe even the laughter or stories that surrounded that meal. These details form the fabric of your life. So the next time you easily recall yesterday's lunch, give yourself credit. It means your mind is active, resilient, and ready for tomorrow. It's proof that you're still in the game, mentally sharp, emotionally connected, and fully present in your life. That's not just remembering, that's winning. Balancing on one foot for 10 seconds. Longevity hides in your ability to stand still. It might sound like child's play, standing on one foot for 10 seconds. Maybe you've seen kids do it on the playground, or you've tried it yourself as part of a yoga class. But here's the surprising truth. If you're 70 and can balance on one foot for 10 seconds without wobbling, you're demonstrating one of the most reliable indicators of good health and longevity. More than just a party trick. Balance is about far more than grace or posture. It's a complex process that involves your brain, muscles, nerves, and coordination all working together. Each time you lift one foot off the ground and hold steady, your body is conducting a full-scale health test. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that adults in their 70s who could balance on one leg for 10 seconds were 50% less likely to experience serious health complications in the years that followed. 50%? That's not a small number, it's a dramatic difference. Why balance matters so much. In the United States, falls are one of the leading causes of injury among older adults. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that 1 in 4 Americans age 65 and older falls each year. Poor balance is often the culprit. And when balance begins to decline, independence can quickly slip away too. But if you can still stand tall like a flamingo, you're telling the world something powerful. Your muscles are strong, your coordination is intact, and your nervous system is functioning well. You're less likely to fall, more likely to stay mobile, and more capable of handling the physical challenges that daily life throws at you.
Imagine this. You're out for a walk in the park, and someone jokingly says, "Bet you can't stand on one leg." Without hesitation, you lift your foot and stay steady. 10 seconds pass, then 15, and you're still solid. Younger people walking by glance at you with admiration. What they don't realize is that this small act isn't just about balance, it's about control, strength, and vitality at an age when many assume those qualities are gone. How to practice balance daily. If balancing on one foot feels tough right now, don't worry. Just like muscles, balance improves with practice. Here are a few simple ways to strengthen yours. Stand on one foot while brushing your teeth or washing dishes. Try heel-to-toe walking across the room. Practice slow, controlled movements like Tai Chi or gentle yoga. Use a sturdy chair or countertop for support until you gain confidence. Start with a few seconds and gradually build up. You'll be amazed at how quickly your body adapts. The bigger picture. Being able to balance on one leg for 10 seconds is about more than stability. It's about proving that your body is still responsive, agile, and strong. It lowers your risk of falls, keeps you independent, and gives you the confidence to move freely in your own space. At 70, balance is more than just a physical skill, it's a symbol. A symbol that you're still grounded, still steady, and still thriving. So next time you're standing in your living room, give it a try. Lift one foot, hold steady, and smile. Because in that simple moment, you're not just keeping your balance, you're winning at life. Laughing out loud and often. If you can still laugh, your spirit is winning. There's something unmistakably beautiful about laughter. Not the polite chuckle or half smile, but the real thing, a deep belly laugh that shakes your shoulders, makes your eyes water, and leaves you catching your breath in the best possible way. If you can still find humor in life's quirks at 70, if you're still cracking jokes, giggling at sitcoms, or laughing at your own mistakes, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Why laughter matters. Laughter isn't just fun, it's medicine. Research from Stanford University shows that laughter reduces stress hormones, boosts the immune system, and even improves pain tolerance. It's a natural antidepressant, built right into your body. Think back to the last time you laughed so hard your sides hurt. For those few moments, worries melted away. That's not coincidence, it's chemistry. Your brain released endorphins, your heart rate increased in a healthy way, and your entire system got a mini workout. As we age, life brings challenges, losses, health scares, and changes we can't always control. But laughter acts as a buffer. It softens the blows, helps us adapt, and reminds us not to take ourselves too seriously. A story worth remembering. I once knew an older woman who could light up a room with her laugh. At 78, she'd tell stories about her youth, like the time she went on a date and accidentally wore mismatched shoes. She'd laugh so hard at her own story that everyone around her would laugh too. It wasn't the story itself, it was the joy she carried in telling it. Even though she had faced plenty of hardships in life, her laughter proved she was still resilient, still alive in spirit. That's the real power of humor. It connects us, heals us, and reminds us that life is still worth enjoying, even in its messiest, most unpredictable moments. The health benefits of humor. Doctors now recognize laughter as a form of therapy. Studies show that people who laugh often experience lower blood pressure, improved circulation, stronger immune response, reduced stress and anxiety. It's not magic, it's biology. Your body rewards you for joy. How to invite more laughter into your life. If you feel like you haven't laughed in a while, start small. Watch an old comedy special you loved years ago. Revisit your favorite sitcom. Spend time with people who make you smile. Share a silly story from your past. The key is not to force it, but to let joy in. Humor often sneaks in through small moments, inside jokes with friends, funny commercials, or even the playful things grandchildren say. Stay open to those moments. More than a reaction. At 70, being able to laugh isn't just about finding something funny. It's about proving that your emotional core is still strong. It shows resilience, flexibility, and the ability to see light even when life feels heavy. So the next time you laugh until tears roll down your cheeks, recognize what that really means. It's not just laughter, it's proof that your spirit is intact, your heart is open, and you're still fully engaged with life. That's not only a win, it's one of the greatest victories of all. Maintaining meaningful friendships. Social bonds are the secret to longevity. At 70, friendships aren't just nice to have, they're vital. The truth is, loneliness is one of the most common and serious challenges older adults face in America. According to the National Institute on Aging, nearly 30% of adults over 70 experience significant loneliness. That's almost 1 in 3 people who no longer feel connected the way they used to. But if you're still nurturing friendships, calling an old buddy, or even making new connections, you are doing something extraordinary. Maintaining meaningful relationships at this stage of life isn't only about companionship, it's about health, resilience, and joy. Why connection matters. Study after study shows that people with strong social ties live longer, healthier lives. Friendships protect against depression, reduce stress, and even lower the risk of cognitive decline. In fact, researchers have found that staying socially active can boost your life expectancy as much as exercising regularly or eating a balanced diet. Think of it this way, every phone call, every coffee date, every shared laugh with a friend is not only good for your heart emotionally, it's good for your heart physically. Lessons from Okinawa. In Okinawa, Japan, home to some of the world's longest living people, there's a tradition called moai. A moai is a lifelong circle of friends who commit to supporting each other through thick and thin. They share meals, resources, stories, and companionship. It's one of the reasons Okinawans are famous for living well into their 90s and beyond. While America doesn't have a formal moai tradition, we can learn from it. Whether it's a weekly book club, a morning walking group, or Sunday coffee with your neighbor, these small gatherings create a powerful safety net of love and support. A real-life picture. Imagine this, every Wednesday, you meet up with 2 old friends at a local diner. You order coffee, maybe a slice of pie, and swap stories. The conversation isn't about anything grand, it's about grandkids, hobbies, or even the weather. Yet you leave that table lighter, happier, and more connected than when you arrived. That simple ritual is doing more for your health than you might realize. It's keeping your mind sharp, your emotions balanced, and your heart engaged with life. How to build and maintain friendships at 70 and beyond. Friendships take effort, but the rewards are priceless. Here are some ways to keep your social circle strong. Reach out to old friends, even if it's been years. Join community activities, libraries, senior centers, and churches often host events. Volunteer for causes that matter to you, it's a great way to meet like-minded people. Embrace technology, video calls and social media can bridge the miles. Say yes more often, accept that invitation, attend that gathering, or start one yourself. The key isn't the number of friends you have, but the quality of those connections. 1 or 2 deep, supportive friendships can be more powerful than dozens of casual acquaintances. The bigger truth. At 70, friendships are more than a social luxury. They're lifelines. They're proof that you're still investing in love, joy, and community. They protect your health, extend your life, and make each day brighter. So if you're still calling your best friend to share a laugh, organizing the weekly card game, or welcoming new faces into your circle, take pride in that. You're not just building relationships, you're building resilience. And in the grand game of life, that's one of the greatest wins of all, cooking your own meals. Independence served one plate at a time. At 70, being able to cook your own meals might seem ordinary. After all, you've been doing it for decades. But look closer, and you'll see something powerful. Cooking is more than preparing food, it's a statement of independence, self-sufficiency, and love for yourself. Why cooking matters at this stage of life. The ability to step into the kitchen, choose ingredients, and put together a meal shows that you still have the mobility to move, the coordination to chop and stir, and the memory to follow a recipe. These are no small feats. Each meal you prepare is proof that you are still capable, still in charge of your daily life. And the health benefits are undeniable. A long-term study from Sweden found that older adults who regularly cooked their meals had a significantly lower risk of developing chronic illnesses such as heart disease and diabetes. In fact, those who cooked for themselves had a 25% lower risk of serious health issues compared to those who relied on pre-made meals or takeout. The emotional side of cooking. Cooking isn't just physical. It's deeply emotional. There's something profoundly satisfying about creating something from scratch, kneading dough, chopping vegetables, or stirring a pot of stew on the stove. It's an act of mindfulness, a way to connect to the present moment, and a source of pride. For many, recipes are tied to memories. A grandmother's apple pie, a father's Sunday chili, or the soup your mother made when you were sick. These dishes are more than food, they're pieces of your story. Every time you recreate them, you honor those memories and keep them alive. A real-life scene. Imagine this: a widower in his mid-70s decides to cook his late wife's favorite stew for his children and grandchildren. The kitchen fills with the same aroma they remember from years ago. As they eat together, they share stories, laugh, and feel her presence again. That simple act of cooking wasn't just about food, it was about connection, love, and keeping family bonds alive. How cooking keeps you thriving. Cooking regularly keeps you healthier, happier, and more independent. Here are a few ways to make it easier and more enjoyable as you age. Keep ingredients simple, focus on fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Prep meals ahead of time to make cooking less tiring. Invest in tools designed for comfort, like lightweight pans and easy grip utensils. Try new recipes, it's a fun way to keep your brain active. Share the experience, invite a friend or grandchild to cook alongside you. The act of cooking goes beyond the plate. It nourishes your body, stimulates your mind, and strengthens your sense of identity. The bigger picture. At 70, being able to cook for yourself is about much more than eating. It's about proving that you're still capable of caring for yourself, that you still have creativity and energy to bring to your daily life. Every meal you prepare is a quiet victory, a reminder that age is just a number and that independence can be tasted, one plate at a time. So the next time you flip a pancake, toss a salad, or simmer a pot of soup, remember this: you're not just cooking. You're thriving. You're living with dignity, strength, and joy. And that's what winning at life really looks like.